láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá. Òpin o, òpin o, iṣẹ́ àgbẹ̀ níṣẹ́ ilẹ̀ wa. Ẹni kò ṣiṣẹ́ ó máa jáde. Ìwé kíkọ́ láìsí ọkọ́ àti àdá. Òpin o, òpin. Great farmer, great nation. No farmer, no food. No farmer, no nation.
All right, people. Today we're not going to be talking about the entire place. We're going to narrow our focus to a certain people called OA3B. That's Omila Narowi under Oluwa Forest. And where you can find Oluwa Forest is under Odigbo local government area. Alright. Okay, now you're going to be hearing directly from the people so that it will not look as if Fosa TV channel is the one talking. Hear it from their hearts. Join me in listening to first. I want us to listen to the child lady. Yes, just like a Yaloja. All right, so let's quickly hear from you, ma.
Orúkọ mi ni Chief Mrs. Ológbóyèga. Èmi ni chair lady ní Omila Nairobi OA3B. Bá gbogbo àwa àgbẹ̀ tá wà ní OA3B, a bẹ̀ gómìnà wa Lucky Orímisàn Aiyedatiwa. A ti bá ṣe pàdé, ó ti pè wá ti jọ jókòó. A bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún nǹkan tó bí wá tàdé ti sọ fún pé kó jọ̀ọ́ kó ṣàánú wa. A ò ní nǹkan kan mọ́, a ò lóko, a ò ní nǹkan kan, gbogbo àwọn wa ti jókòó sílé. Iye tá a bẹ̀bẹ̀ fún ni pé compensation tó ń kán fún wa ní compensation, a ò ní nǹkan kan. Oko wa ni wọ́n tà fún JB Farm Limited. A ò ní nǹkan kan mọ́. Láti bí ọdún mẹ́rin láti wà lórí ìrìn àjò yìí tí a ò rí kan ṣe kan. Àwọn ọmọ wa náà ti jókòó school. Gbogbo àbọ̀ wa pátápátá ni wọ́n fà sọnù. A ò ní nǹkan kan mọ́. Ní gbogbo OA3B yìí a ò ní nǹkan kan mọ́. A dẹ̀ bẹ̀ gómìnà wa kó jọ̀ọ́ kó ṣàánú wa, kó bá wa wá bí tí a tiẹ̀ ti lè máa dáko, tá a ti lè máa jẹun. Ká dẹ̀ ṣàánú wa, kán fún wa ní compensation. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ti kú. Àwa ìwọ̀nba wa tá a kù náà orí ẹ̀bẹ̀ la wà kí gómìnà kó jọ̀ọ́ kó ṣàánú wa, ò lẹ́lòmíì. Àwọn la ní.
Okay, quickly, people, wherever you're watching us from, in any parts of the world, what she's trying to say in her dialect, another of indigenous son of the land is going to explain it in English language. So let's hear from the chairman too.
Hello, people, our people in all over Nigeria, in Ondo State, in all over Nigeria, in the whole world.
Yes.
We are begging our governor, Governor SLSC, Orímisàn Aiyedatiwa, and we know that he is a responsible man at God's choosing. And he has promised us that he will compensate us for our damages in which JB Farm have destroyed all our assets. Wow. Since 4 years ago, we are hopeless, we are jobless. All our child, they are nowhere to go, no school. They are able to eat. It has become a great problem for us. So we are appealing to our people all over the world so that they can help us beg our governor Aiyedatiwa due to his promise that he will see to our problem after election. And we are keeping hope that he is the one who can help us. And we know that we believe that he will help us and God will bless him. And all our people from people from Ondo State, people in Nigeria, even our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we want you to know that JB Farm, they have destroyed our crops since 4 years ago. We have nothing. So we need your help all over the world. People that can help us, we beg you people so that you can help us out of this pandemic problem.
All right. People, wherever you're watching us from, I know everybody has good conscience, and you have heard from the indigenous sons and daughters of the OA3B Reserve Forest under Narowi, Omila locality that is under Odigbo local government. It is not easy for us, for farmers in and around Nigeria. You can imagine thousands of them are inside the same location. And these are the few that are voicing out on behalf of others. everybody is now homeless, is now farmless, is now jobless, is now so where are you taking these people? Where are you? What do you want us? What do you want them to do now? That is the big question. But let me quickly let people understand the real story. The real story is that it's not this government of Aiyedatiwa that's collected this land from them and sold it to JB Farms. No, it is the government of Akeredolu. So what they are trying to do now by you seeing them hanging all their leaves and pleading from their hearts is that they want the government of Aiyedatiwa to please come to their rescue. From their reports, from what they've said, they said they have held meetings, several meetings with the government. So what they are using this production, this episode to do is a reminder. Please, Mr. Governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, you are a father at heart. You are everything. You are a good father. So please look into their plight. That is why they are crying. You can even see the rain. All right, my people, this is no joke. It is not easy for the farmers in this part of the world. It is called Odigbo local government, but exactly the place we are, OA3B, under Nairobi, Omila. You can see the heavy rain. And these same farmers are the people that they said they should leave this forest for them. And this forest is called Oluwa Forest. Now, somebody has bought it over, and they said the farmer's name is JB Farms. He's a very big man, a very rich man. Now you are going to hear from their cries, what they are going to be begging the state governor in the person of Lucky Aiyedatiwa to come to their rescue. Listen to your people, Mr. Governor. She built for them. All we are saying is, please get back your farmland from JB Farms, because they have been here over 50 years before they sold it to JB Farms. Now they are all farmless, they are all jobless, and they are under the rain, they are under the sun. These people, remember, they were your lovers. They voted for you, and your victory was 18-0. These are also part of the people that voted for you. This is evidence. Cameraman, look, let us show them the rain. The rain is heavy, and yet these people are under the rain. They are crying. They are crying because their farmlands have been taken away from them by JB Farms. Mr. Governor, I know once again, I will tell it to you, you are a God-fearing man. These are your people. Make their life so lucky. Make their life so lucky by collecting all their farmlands, Omila, Nairobi farmlands from JB Farms, and give it back to these people. This is just an integral number of them. A lot of them are inside this location. That is your people. So please, Mr. Lucky Aiyedatiwa, they are counting on you. My name is Anita. This is a Posa TV channel. God bless you, sir.
orúkọ mi John Ìdó àwa Yésù sẹ́ ní àgbẹ̀ ní oko reserve rẹ̀ ní OA3B Omila Narowi Odigbo local government. Gómìnà àwa bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ti ọdún mẹ́ àwọn bá wa ó ní ilẹ̀ yìí ni ó ná yọ ọdún yìí àwọn bá wa àwọn ti ṣuṣẹ́ tóbù yìí ajagbójà tọ́jà ń lọ àwa máa ń ẹ̀dẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó ṣuṣẹ́ èmi gan ètò ní ọwọ́ yìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ọjọ́ rí mo ti kọjá 100 ọdún bẹ́ẹ̀ 80 kàbí 80 years mo ti kọjá ẹ̀ àwọn bàbá yóò jókòó ẹ̀gbẹ́ mi yìí àwọn màmá yóò jókòó ẹ̀dọ̀ mi yìí wọ́n ti dàgbà ọjọ́ rí wọn mo ti ya ní 90 nínẹ̀ so náà tọdún mẹ́rin àti irú tó kó wa ebe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pa nípa àmà wa àwọn ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ̀ jíjẹjẹ aná máa ń sùkúù ẹ̀rọ tó mú kọ́ran ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ yé lọ yunifásitì ní nàìjọ́ tí jókòó jẹ́ tó rówó ẹ̀ hàn yé lọ sẹ́kọ̀dì ó jókòó ẹ̀ tó rówó ẹ̀ hàn ẹ̀rẹ̀ tó rí ilẹ̀ jébì ó dè gbé katapila lédèdè ó rùtù ẹ̀ pátápátá náà ìpẹ́ yá gbọ́ pé mo tilẹ̀ kúrò nílé mo gbọ́ pé wo wáyé jébì ní ibẹ̀bẹ̀ pé jébì ó wá ka purọ́ pé wọ́n gbà ní ó sẹ́ èmi yóò ti lé náà máa gọ́rin ọdún ṣé mẹ́ẹ̀sẹ́ la ka gbẹ̀yìn ní bọ́ọ̀dù kàbí mẹ́ẹ̀sẹ́ la kẹ́yìn wọn yóò jókòó tì mí hàn dédèdè so àwa bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́jọ́ jẹ́rò tọ́lọ́run ó ti kún bọ̀kà kékeré níbẹ̀ yìí jẹ́bi láyé tí tó la ka fa jẹ́ bá ní pé jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ fọjíjọ́ jírò tọ́lọ́run jẹ́bi máa wá pa wá kú jẹ́ máa pa àmà wá kú ó ti kọjá bo yìí à ń fọjí ṣe pé gbọ́ ẹ̀yà bó tiẹ̀ bó ti bò kù kẹ́rẹ́ yìnyín náà ní jírò tọ́lọ́run rọ́ọ̀rẹ́ mi pa yín àwùsá kẹ́nẹ́kì akọ́lọ́lọ́ alúsọ̀dún àwọn ọmọ àgbà yìí ibẹ̀bẹ̀ yóò fọwọ́n gbèrò sẹ́ni rọ́ọ̀rẹ́ mi pa ni ṣé ó fẹ́ wáyé ẹ̀sẹ̀ làgbà búṣẹ́jà àṣàlàkà fọ́fọ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ làkà kẹ́yìn làkà sẹ́kẹ́nẹ́ rọ́ọ̀rẹ́ pa ni àwa bẹ̀ẹ́ gómìnà jẹ́ ìjọ́jẹ́ èrò tọ́lọ́run o wọ́n gbọ́ ìkálẹ̀ mẹ́fọ̀ yín ìlàjà àti kálẹ̀ ọkàn ara yín tó tẹ̀ ó káwọ́ ara yín kókó wa rúùtù ìjáfọjá lè dìbò rẹ jẹ́ wọlé àdètí gbà pé bá ti dìbò rẹ bó ti wọlé ọwọ́ ìyá ẹ̀bẹ̀ yìí láì pírẹsidẹ̀ntì wọlé bó bá rí kẹ́nẹ̀ jẹ́ ìjọ òun ó jẹ́jà kára máa já dìbò ń jẹ́ àjọ jẹ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ jẹ́ àròtọ́ lọ́hùn gbogbo àwọn máa jẹ́jà jùyà kú àjọ dédé dàgbáyé àwọn abẹ̀rẹ̀ jẹ́ àròtọ́ lọ́hùn àjọ òun ẹ̀rọ wáyé àbàjẹ́ jẹ́ àwọn àgbà ìkálẹ̀ ìlàjẹ ọkàn ní o jẹ́ ìjọ jẹ́ ìrànlọ́wọ́ jọ.
lọ́kì Aiyedatiwa abẹ́ torí ní oko tá ń fa ibẹ̀ làwa ti ń dáko ibẹ̀ mo ti ń dáko bí èjì mi ti pọ̀ tó bí èjì mi ti tó gbogbo àwọn ọmọ mi wọ́n ti sá fún mi ìyàwó mi gan ti lọ torí pé àárín kankan ní oko mọ́ wọ́n ti fa oko wa so èmi láàbà tí mo ti wá sí ibi láti odò mo ti wá ìyàwó mi ó ti lọ àwọn ọmọ mi wọn ò gbọ́ sí mi mọ́ torí ìgbà tí ò sówó tí mo fi tọ́ ọmọ mi gan tí ó wọ̀ ní skul mo dá dúró ni pé kò sówó tá a lè fi tọ́ mọ́ so gbogbo èmi nìkan ni mo ń lọ tí mo ń bọ̀ so gbogbo ìbá oko kékeré tó kù tá a ti gbé èmi nìkan ni mo ń lọ àwọn ọmọ wọn ni mo lè lọ mọ́ òní torí wọn ni ká máa tún fàbẹ̀ wọn tó bá fàbẹ̀ kékeré náà wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe gbogbo iṣẹ́ tá a ṣe ní àmọ̀yẹ ọdún bíi wọ́n ti fàdà nù so.
Wọ́n sọ fún wa ní information kankan ni pé wọ́n kàn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń lé wa kó lóko oko bí tán ti lé wa yẹn abà tó wà ń bẹ̀ ó lé ní 40 abà wọ́n dẹ̀ mú gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n rútu ẹ̀ wọ́n ná olúkúlùkù jáde tó jẹ́ pé ẹnìkan ò ráyè wo ẹnìkejì ẹ̀ mọ́ lábẹ̀rẹ̀ sí sákiri láti ìgbà yẹn ààrùn jẹjẹ ààrẹ kankan ẹni tí gbogbo ẹ̀ kan kò gbà wá pé òun gbà wọ́n síṣẹ́ kò gbà wá síṣẹ́ o kò gbà gbogbo àwa àgbẹ̀ tó lé jáde kò gbà wá síṣẹ́ o ó kà wá sọ̀tá ni o àwọn mọ́là àwọn aláwọ̀ tèmi kankan mọ̀ lọ ṣe àjọ ni àwọn Boko Haram kọ́ mọ̀ lọ mọ́ ọjọ́ ni olè olúkúlù wọn kò sẹ́ ilé tẹ́lu ẹnu mi tó ká lára àwọn ọmọ mi o àwọn ìyàwó gan pàápàá ilé ìyàwó tó ti jẹ́ pé bóyá ó ti ní agbára dé àwọn yẹn náà wọ́n ti sábà ibì míì lọ so abẹ gómìnà kí gómìnà jọ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kó mọ̀ jẹ́ kí àwọn ọmọ wa kán tún di Boko Haram sí Ondo State torí gbogbo Ondo State bá ṣe wà yí báyìí nìsín àwọn ọmọ wa là ń gbàdúrà fún báyìí pé kán lè rí ọwọ́ mú torí àwa ti dàgbà kò síbi tá a tún lè lọ ebi báyìí la wà nínú ẹ̀ báyìí tó jẹ́ pé ó fẹ́ pa wá some of people ló yẹ wa tá a dáko síbẹ̀ ní gbogbo àwọn tó ti kú ló ti pọ̀ jù o tó jẹ́ pé ẹlòmíì àkànmí bẹ́lẹ̀ àkú ẹlòmíì kò sí nǹkan tó ṣe wọ́n ní kí ló ṣe a kú àwọn tó ti kú ló ti pọ̀ jù nú ẹ̀ o so a bẹ̀ gómìnà kó jọ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ nítorí nígbà kan gan ìgbà tó ń díje tó ní ká dìbò fún un ó wá sọ̀rẹ̀ gbogbo àwa àgbẹ̀ táwa lọ́rẹ̀ àṣebánà àtìlẹ́yìn tá a lè bá gbogbo wa sọ̀rọ̀ a lè dìbò fún un ó wọlé kódà wíwọlé tó wọlé ẹ̀ kò sírú ẹ̀ ní àtìgbà tá a ti ń dìbò rí so ìgbà tó dẹ̀ dìbò tó wọlé tán a ti pè é a ní kó jọ òun la láàánú wa òun làwa mọ̀ òun ló lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ a bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pé à ń bẹ̀ sí kò tí ì dá wa lóhùn o àwa bẹ̀ gómìnà kó jọ kó ràn wá lọ́wọ́ kó fún iṣẹ́ wa tí wọ́n bàjẹ́ ń bẹ̀ yẹn kán lè fún wa ní compensation tí a lè fi jẹun then ibi tí a ti tún lè ṣiṣẹ́ ní àràǹdì ibẹ̀ yẹn kó jọ kó bá wa filẹ̀ fún wa ibì kan wà ń bẹ̀ bá tó jẹ́ pé àwọn jébì ti tún kọrí sí láti tún fa báyìí láti tún fẹ́ lé wa jáde tó bá ṣe ẹ rí ibẹ̀ nísìnyí tó bá yá ẹ rí gbogbo ibẹ̀ yẹn so kán jọ kán lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀bẹ̀ lábẹ́.
mo dá oko ní reserve àtijọ́ yìí kẹ̀ mo ti dáko gbàtà ọjọ́ wo tó àbùsùn sàmùsùn wá fá oko nù èmi bẹ́ẹ̀ inú ẹbí mo ra àti èmi àti aya mi láwọn tí ó ti lọ sèmi láàbí mẹtì rẹ̀ tìǹbù lé mẹtòrógó hàn gólé gbèrè ó dà sákàsàkà ó máa jẹ́ ọmọ ẹ̀bẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gómìnà Aiyedatiwa fọ yí yọ̀dá ó máa jẹ́ òun lè yọ̀dá ọmọ jìmọ̀ ká jẹ́ túbọ̀ ọjà tó ọmọ ẹ̀bẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ gómìnà Aiyedatiwa ni.
mo bẹ̀ bàbá Akérédolú gómìnà wa Aiyedatiwa àtọdún mẹ́rin wọn ti fa oko wa oko ní mẹ́dẹ̀ tí sẹ́nà tó wọ̀ kùtù gbọ́ bàmí yè mo ti bí mi bẹ̀ mọ́ ibà bàmí yè mo bí mi hírí àdèmọ́ kò yàn áfa náà àtọdún mẹ́rin mẹ́tọ́nusẹ́ mẹ́ẹ̀nẹ́ jíjẹ mẹ́ẹ̀nẹ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣé mo ra bí ara mi yá àmọ́ mi yóò jẹde ńlá ní skul opó mo ra mẹ́tọ́nukọ náà tọgbọ́n dọ̀ wọn kọ̀ mo ti kú yí mi kó àmọ́ àyè ká mẹ́nu ká kó ńlá ká ọkọ̀ ti kú tu ibẹ̀ ti jẹ́ yí mi ti kúrọ́ náà skul gbé mẹ́tọ́nù múra náà skul dédé ńlá ti jókòó yí ule àdẹ̀dẹ̀ bàbá Aiyedatiwa nílé fún wa ẹ̀tọ́ wa yà á bàjẹ́ níbẹ̀ yàn fún wa yàn àdẹ̀jìdẹ̀ fún wa nílẹ̀ bòmú ìyá tí lè ka dá oko jí àmọ́ mi yẹn lè karùn-ún mú jẹun mo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o jíjọ́ o mo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o ìsàánú wa o ẹ̀bẹ̀ mo bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o bẹ́ẹ̀ sàkọ́ wa.
níta mo ti àgàgún mo dá oko àgàgún mi dédé ló bàjẹ́ mo tún padà wá mo tún bẹ̀ sí dáko yìí mo tún dá níta mo ti Kérédolú oko mo tún dá níta mo oko mo tún jáde gẹ́lẹ́ ní ó yẹ yí tiẹ̀ karùn-ún jẹ́ yí ti gbàgbé òyà tí yóò ti kọjá lọ yìí ó tó wá tó mú lédè ìdókòwò tó fa àtùgbò wọn ti fa kò yìí dé kò jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ rí jẹjẹ́ àmọ́ mi láàrẹ̀ á ti ṣeéṣe ó ti rẹ̀ ná yí ètì yẹ yí ti ká gba owó náwó ńá owó méjì yẹn mú wá mi láì gan mánéjì mi sáà mú sí bẹ́ẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ yìí nìbẹ́ mi sáà bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ lọ ni ara ló dì mí láì yá bí mo fẹ́ lọ sí hospital ẹ̀bẹ̀ tí màá mẹ́rin lọ ogún kásẹ̀ tiẹ̀ gbọ́wọ́ ń bẹ̀ àjọ mo mà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o Aiyedatiwa mẹ́ẹ̀mẹ́sà kọ́ mẹ́ẹ̀mà ṣe kọ́ka òjijọ́ yìí ṣàánú mi o yìí mà jẹ́ jí kú náà yà yìí ìjọ́ tí mo bẹ̀ yìí o òyà yẹn ti pọ̀ jù o ó ti pọ̀ jù tí mo bẹ̀ ní ìjọ́.
Wetin I want to say is
Wetin be your name, sir?
My name is Emeli Vincent.
Okay.
I'm a native of Isioko in Delta State.
Okay, you came here how many years ago?
I was here since about 35 years now.
Wow!
Which I'm farming in this forest reserve. In fact, since I'm here, I'm an farmer official in my camp, and I have many people that are farming with me there. But what is happening is that since 4 years ago, government intervenes to pay some money for where we are working. Truly, we pay the money, we obtain many ID cards for the past 4 years. But before we see that the government officer came to us that they have already sold the land. In fact, we don't know what to do during the time. They bring soldiers, bring enforcement to quit us from the reserve. And we don't have a gun, there's nothing we can do.
Just like that, without prior notice?
Without notice. That is how they fall our plantation. Nowhere we can move to since that time. But there are a few places that remain in the opposite of the land, which JBs already fall our plantation. We are still trying to do our farming in this very little place that remain. But the news that we are hearing now that this man, JB, has already want to drive us again from the portion where we are just farming. But what we are begging the government now, the Excellency Aiyedatiwa, to plead for us so that we can continue our work for that place. We are not fighting. We are pleading our government. We vote for the man. During the time of election, we follow our people to do the campaign, and by the God's grace, the man win the election. And he promised us that he will help us. Promise the people in Odigbo local government that he will help us through. Even both we farmers, that we vote for him. But what we are seeing now is just like something that the government they don't want to show anything to us. The little place we are still using, we are hearing information that they want to drive us again. So we plead the government to collect the place for us so that we can continue our work. Okay. Our people are suffering. Our children, they drove them from school. Many of our girls have been turned to harlot inside the town.
Town or farm? Okay, they left the farm for town.
Yes.
Okay.
Before, we don't buy food before we eat. Now, the people in other states are carrying food to us in our area. It's very hard to buy the food that we are taking to feed our children. Ordinary corn, we bought it from Osun State. If they not bring it from other states, we cannot buy the food that we ate.
Is it that bad, sir?
So we are begging our government to do something for us, to give us a place. We need a large place that we can continue our farm.
Okay.
So we plead our Excellency to help us, help all of us. All the world are in our here, in this reserve, to give us a land where we can farm. Many of the citizens are suffering in Ore for the case of the land which JB has destroyed. JB promised us that he will give us work, but what we are seeing, he don't render anybody a work. Those that are working with him, they are suffering. Many are dead. Some of our people that are there, they don't have power to do the work because we have old age in our village here. They cannot continue to be serving JB. It is not easy for them to hold or even those old age, they cannot do such of a work that they are doing in JB.
Okay.
So please, Governor, we plead for us to help us so that we can continue our life. So thank you, Mr. Ezele.
Orúkọ mi ni Abiodun Obideyi. Mo ṣiṣẹ́ ní Federal Ministry of Work. Mo retire ní 2009. Mo á lọ dá oko owó retirement mi, mo lọ fi dáko sí reserve fún pé kí lè jẹ́ kí lè mú lẹ́yìn ọ̀la kí má sọ́fà. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni mo gbà tó ń fa oko yẹn. Ọ̀dà pẹ́kàn ni mo wà. so owó tán san gan kò tó kankan mo wá bẹ̀ Akérédolú kó jọ Ayédàtiwa kó jọ ibi kékeré kan tó ṣẹ́kù yẹn àwa ń rí ní express kó jọ kó jẹ́ kí àwa àgbẹ̀ kó yẹ ká lọ síbẹ̀ ká lọ dáko kébi má lù wá pa so òun náà ni gbogbo wa bá péjọ ká jọ ká bẹ̀ kó lọ kó fún wa láàyè ibẹ̀ yẹn o gbọ́n tí mo ní sọ nìyẹn o kó jọ o.
Ọmọgùnwà àbúrò Yẹlé Ọmọgùnwà the senator tó lọ sí Àbújá so mo dẹ̀ wá lóko ń bí ìsìn gbogbo wa ló lọ sí Àbújá ibì kan láti máa jẹun mo ti wà lóko yìí láti 20 years tí mo ti dáko ń bí yìí ìgbà tó wá di bí ọdún méjì sẹ́yìn àgbà gbọ́ pé wọ́n ti ta gbogbo oko àṣà àbẹ̀sí làágùn àbẹ̀sí ṣe wàhálà wọ́n dẹ̀ tó wá sọ fún wa pé wọ́n ta ko ká máa ṣe capsule ká máa ṣe gbogbo mo ti ṣe ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kínní òun nìyí mo ti ṣe ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì òun nìyí mo dẹ̀ gba gbogbo ẹ̀ sọ́wọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ti pẹ̀lú gbogbo ẹ̀ báyìí àwa máa bi tá à ń lọ gómìnà wa ayẹsẹlẹsẹ wa a máa pé onídìdù ó láìkí àwa àgbẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ ní oore ọ̀fẹ́ fún gbogbo àwa àgbẹ̀ ó yẹ wá sí àwa la dẹ̀ dìbò fún tá a gbé débẹ̀ pé nǹkan tá à ń fẹ́ lọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ ni pé gbogbo oko wa tó ti bàjẹ́ tá a ti jìyà tí púpọ̀ wa ti kú ìdí tá a fi dìbò fún ni pé kó lè gbà wá là lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ìpọ́njú àti ìdààmú yìí ó dẹ̀ ti wọlé báyìí àwa ń retí nǹkan tó wá ṣe fún wa kó ibi kékeré tó kù yìí bó ti lè ràn wá lọ́wọ́ bóyá ká máa fi bẹ̀ jẹun àkàwé a lè ṣiṣẹ́ ìjọba a lè lọ sí Àbújá ibi kékeré tó kù yìí kó yọ̀dà ẹ̀ fún wa ká máa fi jẹun nǹkan tá a bẹ excellence governor wa fún nìyẹn o ká máa fi jẹun àkàwé ẹsẹ̀ senate a lè lọ senate a lè lọ anywhere ká máa fi jẹun kó yọ̀dà ẹ̀ fún wa Ọlọ́run á sì ràn án lọ́wọ́.
In continuation of what the people of Odigbo local government are facing, I mean the farmers from OA3B, that is Narowi, Ominla farmers, what they are facing in the hands of the private initiative, private investor that came to buy 10,000 hectares of their land, sold to him by the former government. Now, this is part of where was sold to JB Farms. It is still going inside. This is just, in fact, this is just the surface of the entire 10,000 hectares of land sold to JB Farms by the former governor, Akeredolu, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu. Now, why we are standing at this point is because there is a standing law order that JB Farms cannot cross this part to this part. My cameraman, please follow me, because this is the boundary. Now, where we're seeing on camera belongs to the farmers of Narowi, Ominla. This is the remaining part they gave them. And report has it now that even inside these remaining lands for the farmers, 100 hectares, if I'm not mistaken, has also been sold or bought by JB Farms after the standing order of they should not cross from that part to this part. Now the big question is, what is the government of Ondo State going to do in this instance? What stance is he going to take? Because during the elections, according to them, they already tabled all this before him, and he said, give me your votes and I'll see to your plight. This is a FOSA TV. Extra that he came to buy after the standing order of no man should cross from the left to the right. That is, JB Farms should not come over to this side to buy any more lands. He broke that order according to the reports of the people of Nairobi, Omila, and then he still came to buy extra 100 hectares of land to be added to the one he has before. The big question is, JB Farms, after acquiring all the lands in Odigbo local government area, what is expected of you? What should the world be expecting from you? Because if you ask me, the indigenous of Odigbo local government area, especially the Oluwa rainforest residents, that is the Nairobi Omila farmers, what do you want them to do and where do you want them to go moving forward? Because that is where their forefathers started out from, and they are all farmers by occupation. This is a FOSA TV channel. Keep watching. Come to the concluding part of this mini documentary on the plight of the farmers in Nairobi Omila under Odigbo local government. You have heard a lot of things they've been talking about. Now, the chairman of this farmers association is going to crown it all up and sum it all up by trying to explain what is remaining of the farmers. So we are going to be seeing at the end of this interview whether the plight of the farmers will be actually tackled by the incumbent government of Honorable Lucky Orimison, or they are going to leave them in the hands of JB Farms, whom the previous government of Akeredolu sold 10,000 hectares of Odigbo local government area to, and he's been farming. You can see it on the camera where you are seeing as if he's looking abroad and looking somewhere in abroad belongs to JB Farms. But another thing is he is still hammering on the remaining 2,000 hectares of land that belongs to the Nairobi Omila farmers. The big question again is, JB Farms, if you come for these remaining 2,000 hectares of land, what do you want the farmers, the indigenous farmers of Odigbo local government to do by then? Because right now they are farmless, they are homeless, they don't even have anything doing. So let us quickly hear from the chairman himself. Sir, you people have been suffering for some years now because 10,000 hectares of your lands from your great grandfathers, yes, even before Ondo State was created, these people have been in this part of Ondo State. Now, 10,000 of these hectares of land have been taken away from them by a private initiative called JB Farms because the previous government of Akeredolu sold it to him. Now, let us hear, what is the rest of the world expecting from you people now that you don't have enough land to farm?
This is the 10,000 hectares sold to the JB Farm by the regime of Akeredolu.
Right.
Now, the 10,000 have been occupied by JB Farm.
Yes.
This is the only remaining portion.
Okay.
Opposite the
all
old
this.
road. Yes, opposite the old road.
Okay.
This side now, we the farmer, we have doing our capturing, and we have been paying to government cover over this area. Now we heard that they want to cross into this place, in which they have bulldozed like 100 hectares
out of the 2,000
remain. So now we appeal to Aiyedatiwa, our excellent, the governor of Ondo State. So we want him to help us so that they will retain this remaining portion for we the farmer at 083B Oluwa Forest at Ore, Odigbo local government. So because there is nowhere we can go again, we are indigenous of this state.
Yes.
Now our forefathers, they have been operating, they carry out their farming activity before they born us. It is here they born us, and we grow. After we went to school, there's nothing we can do. There's no work. That's why we follow the step of our father. so that we can have something to live our life.
Yes.
Now, and we see what is happening. They brought foreigners from Ogun State and sold our land. The only little portion remains. They are still dragging it with us.
Wow.
Where are we going to? Are we going to thief, or we are going to hold on to be a robber along the roadside? So I want people around the world to see to all this kind of problem.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. You have heard it from the chairman. Everybody, I know everybody that is watching, anywhere you are in any part of the world, this is touching you, because for the indigenous of a certain place to not be homeless, to not be a stranger in his own land, it is a very big problem. JB Farms were still asking you, if you collect the remaining 2,000 hectares remaining for these people, what else do you want the indigenous farmers of Nairobi, Omila, under Odigbo local government to do by them? Because the previous government sold 10,000 hectares to you already, and you have already made it a reality, because we have everything on camera. Now you're coming again to want to take their remaining 2,000. What else and where else do you want the farmers in this area to go to? Just let your conscience answer that question for you. And then to the government of Ondo State, yes, it did not happen under your watch, but this is the right time. Honorable Lucky Orimisan Aiyedatiwa, like we always tell you, you are a good man. You are a very wise man. So please look into the plight of the farmers of Nairobi, Omila, under Odigbo local government, because this is no joke. This is no, in fact, their lives are right now upside down because they don't have anything and no land to try to do what they grew up knowing to do. That is farming. So make them lucky, because according to reports, you came to them and they gave you their votes. This is the right time to prove your love to the people of Nairobi, Omila, under Odigbo local government area. Like they will rightly put it, O83B, under the rainforest. That is Oluwa Forest. My name is Anita. This is a FOSA TV channel.